what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Shit Talking. I'm right here with my boy.
What's up, Ernesto?
Hey, so in this show, fool, I'm going to change things a bit. I want to talk about barbering because that's what we do.
Cool.
Instead of talking other shit, I just want to talk real shit that happens. Clients, good clients, whack-ass clients, fools that are late, right?
Yeah.
So, but before we get into that, fool, I want to know how you became a barber.
All right. Well, man, it's I've been a barber for about 6 years, going on 7 years now.
Shit.
And the way I started, man, was, my homie Rigo, actually. He's actually a friend of mine that I met through middle school, and we went to high school together. So throughout the time, I was one of the cool kids, but I always looked up to him like that, So, so him, when we always grew up with, he lived in Compton, I lived in Linwood, so every time, there was a function, we'd be at the same function. So, basically, he was a big influence when it came to barbering.
Oh, shit.
He was like a brother, I've known for a long time. So, I was going to Santa Monica Community College.
Oh, shit.
When I started getting my haircut with Regal. So, I kind of fell in love with the lifestyle. Seeing how everybody enjoyed doing what they were doing, the lights, the good vibes. It was cool.
The swag.
Yeah. Every barber had their own swag, and I just thought it's cool that you could go to work and make money and be yourself.
And be yourself, swagged out and shit.
Especially the jokes, man.
Right.
Especially the jokes, how can you just have so much fun at work? So that was definitely something that caught my eye.
So Rigo's your boy, right?
Yeah.
But it made you just want to do it, or did you go through something and you were like, oh fuck it, this is my chance?
Well, definitely life of events that kind of triggered me to take on this role as a barber.
All right.
I ended up going to jail when I was 20 years old, and I was looking at 9 years at federal time.
Shit.
And when I got out, my mom put up these apartments that we had. So I got out on pretrial, and they either told me either gonna go to school or do work, part-time or full-time or something. So I ended up going, attending 2 weeks at, I think it was Long Beach Community College. And after 2 weeks, I dropped out.
Oh, shit.
I dropped out after 2 weeks, and I told myself, if I'm gonna do 9 years, might as well be in there, doing something. At that time, I was already kind of in that barber environment, so I always just thought myself, cool. If I do this time, I'll do it easy with just chopping hair, and that's what started my whole career.
So you did time?
I did 2 weeks until my mom put up the apartments,
The bail and shit?
Yeah, and after that, it was 8 months of pre-trial. So pre-trial definitely kept me, it was 8 months of school that I spent at barber college, because until I got a call, my lawyer was like, yo, your case been dismissed. So I was already halfway in the door with being a full-time, getting my license as a barber. So I told myself, man, this is a second chance.
Right.
And I was so happy. I went to school and I started hitting the books ASAP, bro. And it was definitely a happy day for me. So I took on barbering as a full-time.
Serious?
Yeah. If it wasn't for barbering, I don't know where I'd be right now.
And I think that's the question that a lot of us would I think barbers are like an entrepreneur without people giving you that recognition. Way you get it, you got your own schedule, you got your own shit going on, you got shit outside of barbering, you got ideas, you got clothing. But I feel like people don't look at us they just look at us like, nigga, you work for me. But it's not the case, bro. If it comes down to that, we could cut you off that, we make you fresh for your dates, we make you fresh, but people don't give us that cred,
I feel like barbers don't get enough credit that they deserve because
no credit. Yeah.
Everybody needs a barber. It doesn't matter if it's for a party or just for yourself.
A wedding.
Some people just like to just look good for them.
Look fresh.
Keep themselves out there,
But I feel we don't get the credit. All right, so that happens, Where was your first barbershop? Or were you working from home?
Actually, I was going to like, everybody's houses.
Oh, you were doing house calls.
Yeah, when I was going to school, I was actually a part-time. I worked part-time a graveyard shift at a warehouse. You know.
Okay.
So I would actually do my haircuts at the gate.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I brought my tools and I would chop up some of the truck drivers that would come through. You know.
I've done that before, no?
Yeah.
That's a good thing about being a barber, fool. You got your shit in your trunk. Hey, if I could get you on our 30-minute break, you get it easy money, fool, you know?
Yeah, no, but it was also like experiencing like just everybody rooting for you. Like, hey man, you want to chop hair, bro? Like, I got 30 minutes. Like, what's up? Bring your tools next time. I got you. And I was still learning, so that was definitely like a cool. Cause my cousins didn't even want me to cut their hair, you know.
Yeah, I've been through that.
And then after I got better, they reach out. They reach out to you like, hey, what's up, primo? You know, like, can you chop me up?
Nah. Nah, but I think fool. I think most of us go through that because they don't believe in you, fool. You know, and then once they start seeing the pictures and people hitting you up, like, hey, dog, what's up? Can you squeeze me in? Oh, yeah, dog, ain't no thing, you know.
And at first you want to act like, yeah, you know, your family is cool because most of the people that don't even believe in you are family.
That's where it starts, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, after, you know, you got to play it off like, because it's family, you know. So you try to play off as much as you can, but, you know, it does kind of like affect everybody in a different way.
Like, for example, right now, you've been a barber for years. But at the beginning, were you the type of barber that'll hit up fools like, hey, wait, let me cut your hair? Or it was something always that you let naturally happen?
Mostly, like, naturally. Because I was just outgoing, you know? So I was young. And I kind of, everybody was like, hey, bro, this fool cuts hair. So I always carried my tools with me. I got a free tool. Like, that toolkit came with the school, you know? So everywhere I went, I had my toolkit, you know. So I set up anywhere I would be at kickback or just at a cousin's house, you know.
Yeah, because I do the same thing. Like, I'll pull up and people tell me what you do. I'm a barber, but I never tell them, hey, bro, here you go. Like, cause I know, fool, like you gotta develop a relationship first. Cause barbering is like people are loyal to their barbers, dog. So I never step on another barber's toes. Like, hey, fool, here, hit me up. Like, not like, hey, bro, if you ever need it, I'm right here. But like, I know you got your barber, dog, and I don't want to fuck that up. You got to be loyal. Yeah. Then little by little, fool, they just like, hey, bro, my barber's out of town. Can you hit me up? Then next thing you know, like, hey, can I get your number? And it becomes that, like, solito way, you know? Like, because I feel like in this game, fool, like, some barbers forget that at the end of the day, you got to have that people skills way. And some of us forget that, and we treat clients like shit, right? So I try to treat everybody good, fool, because I'm a people person, so I like to talk. The only thing that it does frustrate me, way, when niggas start being late all the time. Now niggas are taking me for a joke. Like, if you don't got shit to do, you're a barber, you at the barbershop. No, nigga, I do appointments only now. Like, so if you fuck up my schedule, now my next client that pays really good money is gonna be frustrated because of you. So how do you deal with that, fool? With fools that are late, don't show up?
I mean, at first, you know, I would do what any other barber would kind of do and just kind of take it because, you know, like, I don't know if everybody is the same way, but I definitely needed the clientele, you know, so I would kind of put up with it at first.
Hold on, I'm talking about right now.
Oh, right now?
Yeah, right now.
Oh, no, right now I just, I don't deal with it. I don't try to, you know, because I do have places I got to go, you know. I'm not here forever. You know, I'm here for a good time, not a long time, you know.
Right.
I'm just here to just do what I got to do and service
Provide
people.
a service.
Provide a service, exactly. Because some people kind of take advantage of that.
See, and this is where I'm going. The reason why I want to know, because I want your clients to hear this and my clients to hear this. Like, I got certain clients, fool, that I've been knowing for years. You grow up with these cats. They'll be late one time. Cool. 2 times, 3 times, 4 times.
A lot of times it's homies that just want to come have a good time with and, like, talk to you, you know?
No, I get it. But if you want to get a haircut and you're late, come on, dog. Like, then just tell me you're gonna be here at the end.
Yeah, it never hurts to, like, just pick up the phone and be like, hey, bro, you know, I got something that just came up, you know, like, do you mind if I just, you know, reschedule or, you know, something.
See, and this is what I tell people, though. If you know you're gonna be 40, 50 minutes late, let me reschedule you. Let's say your appointment's at 8. You're gonna be late. Let me put you in at 10 so you could go eat, go do something, though. So I could hit up these fools so they could come in early. And now nobody's late. I could still go home at a decent time. These fools still want to be late and want to be next, dog. And that's what I tell them, like, dog, like, if you're going to be late, I won't get mad. But let me work my shit. Let me do my magic, fool. hey, bro, now you're gonna get this schedule. Now you go all the way until 10. And these fools still get mad, dog. Like, they wanna be first. They feel like you don't got shit. No, nigga, you a barber. No, nigga, I got shit to do, nigga. I'm not just a barber, I do other shit, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and that's what people don't understand. Like, sometimes your $30 won't make a difference in my pocket, fool. You get what I'm saying? Like,
except make me late for my next.
for my next, that is a real one, fool. That's always on time.
Yeah.
You know? And I always have these arguments, fool, when it's like, you're late now. But they'll bring up some shit that happened a year. Remember that time that you were late? Nigga, you comparing one time that I was late compared to the 5 that you've been late already, you know?
And they forget about it completely.
Fool, and I'm like, so, like, just for the clients that are listening to this shit, the way I'm switching it up, fool, like those fools that have been late, the next time they hit me up, I'm gonna ask for a $20 advance. In case they're late again, my boy, you lost. Like,
Hey, time is money, man.
time is money, fool. Like, I get it. You feel like I work for you, but it's not like that. I'm providing a service that you need. You come here for a reason, right? And yeah, fool, like I feel like some people gotta start looking at us like businessmen as opposed to we work for you. Like, we don't work for you, dog. We provide a service, you know? So yeah, dog, that shit is crazy. What about, do you care about tips?
You know what? I would want to say that I don't, but honestly, like, it is a big thing. Like, that's why I kind of like raised my prices at a certain point, because, you know, for the service, I was getting kind of overbooked at one point too, you know. So as there'll be some clients that would want the most, but you know, they it's like, all right, bro, I get it, but you know, if you're gonna be over here like just paying the minimum, you know, you can't be expecting like
The most.
you know. You can't expect me to be on time when you're late and still not tip me, bro. It's like, it's not fair, you know.
You gotta make up somehow for my lost time.
Exactly. Or let's say if like the client is just turning around trying to talk to everybody in the shop, it's like, bro, I can't even cut your
I can't
hair.
vote right, yeah.
Because you're all over the place, you know, but you still want to get it hooked up.
You
know?
want to get blasted and shit, but you moving and shit.
And I get it, you know, but sometimes people just take advantage of like some you know, some barbers that are just, you know, that right there, they're still young in the game. I was young in the game when people were like, you know,
Yeah, me too.
You know, so as you know, that's why they say every day you wake up is just another day to learn, because you get better, you know.
Right.
You learn how to deal with clients in a different way. You know, you start talking to them, and you know which clients you want to keep around, and which clients are just bullshitting. You know,
Like there's a lot of clients, fool, that they feel like they your best clients, and it's like, full trust. I got clients that tip. I got, like, a lot of people feel way because they pay you $35 that is worth it. Like, sometimes it's not, fool. Like, sometimes that $35 cut is gonna take me an hour, when I could do somebody that'll tip me $10. That's a 30-minute cut for $30. If I do 2 of those, that's $60 an hour, as opposed to your 35. And you still want the most, you moving. You asking for this. My nigga, like, sit the fuck down, bro. Like, let me just get your haircut. I got shit to do. Like, but that's what I'm saying, fool. I feel like a lot of these clients ask for the most way, so you could do the most and feel like they still won. Right? And I'm like, damn, fool, if you want to win, that's fucked up, because I'm here, I'm giving you the best service I can, while you trying to find a way like, oh, let me make these $35 worth it. Okay, do this again. Do this again.
And they want you to double check.
Do the eyebrows.
They want you to double check.
And double checking. It's like, nigga, it's been an hour and 15 minutes. My dog, you still ain't ready. Like, nigga, like, now these $35 is minimum wage.
It's funny, yeah, and I get you on that, because you kind of like want to enjoy it, because you know what you're doing, man. You
Right.
obviously been doing it for a long time.
And especially if these was been coming for 5-6 years, you know I'm doing the same shit, maybe even better.
Yeah.
But now you just want the most, just because I went $5 up. Now you want the most out of your haircut.
Yeah, and it's every time. I mean, you're just trying to make your time worth it, because you know you obviously know what you're worth. You know.
Right, fool. Like, I got clients that I only do the haircut. Boom, take my time. But obviously you get better, so you get faster, right? That 30-minute cut is not a 20-minute cut, right? So they notice that you do the same work and less, and it's better. So these fools appreciate it, so now they're giving you a $10, a $20 tip, fool. So you appreciate these kids more. Like, oh shit, hey bro, like, I'm not really looking for it, but I can't do nothing but appreciate you, you know?
Can I ask you this though? Like, at what point in your barber career did it take for like you to kind of like realize what I mean, what kind of like when to go up and when to charge somebody like for kind of like wait, like for wasting your time.
What made me fool was when I started like, okay, these fools hit me up.
Yeah.
Right. On top of that way, when I started looking at the haircut instead of being a job, it's time. So let's say, for example, I gotta drive 30 minutes from my house to get here. Plus, I gotta set up. Now, the other 30 minutes that it's gonna take me to cut you, whether they don't look at it like that, that's an hour gone. And I think I started at $20. But then I was like, fuck, no, we started at 15. Then I was like, nah, this ain't worth it, fool. Like, it's minimum wage. So that's what made me like, hold up, dog. I got to set up. I got to do this. These fools want the most. These fools are always late. I don't charge these fools for appointments, dog. I think at that time I was doing eyebrows for free and shit. So it was like, nah, dog. Like, hey, fool, I'm going to go up. So niggas start getting mad. But it's like, hey, fool, you either like it or you don't. You want to raise at your job. You want overtime, right? And that's when I started doing like, okay, I start at 7 a.m. from like 5. I don't get paid overtime, fool. How can I do it? You're your own worth, fool. Because I only know like 2-3 clients that ever told me, hey, fool, go up on your prices. I'm willing to pay. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why would you tell me that? You're my client. Nah, fool, like, you come to my house, you do this, go up. I'm paying it. What the fuck? So I started thinking like, hold up, dog. And I started telling clients, hey, dog, starting this year, I'm going to go up $5-10. Oh, there you go. That lets me know, fool, you don't give a fuck about me, dog. Because I'm sure because those $5 ain't gonna hurt you, fool. Like, that's probably what you'll spend on a beer, on an extra burger or some shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, so when people tell me, hey, fool, you gonna go up, goddamn, like, nigga, I've been at the same price for 2-3 years.
That's just like an extra cover charge at like the club where anytime you go away, it's gonna be like $10, $15, $20, $35,
And it's funny, fool, the fools that most of the people that tell me to not go up is the fools that tell me that they tip waitresses, they tip valet, they buy 500 bottles.
Everybody except their barber, like.
Get what I'm saying? Like, hold on, fool, you tip $50 to a waitress that is doing her job, but you get mad at me when I want to raise my prices when I'm making you look fresh for that club. All right, cool. So that's what made me be like, nah, fool. Like, you gotta look at it like this. Let's just say, I'm gonna just throw random numbers. Yep. You got 10 clients. You raise your prices by, let's just say $5-10. Cool. You lose 1 client, fool. Even 2.
But you're gonna gain like 5 better clients.
No, we're just going based off the 10 clients. Right. You lose 2. Even if you lose 2, fool, with the raise that you just did, it's going to cover those 2 whack-ass fools. Because think about it, fool, and I don't mean no disrespect, but if they leave you for raising your price, these fools don't think you're worth that, fool. You get what I'm saying? Because if they're leaving, that means that they're willing to go to a new place and pay that price, but not you.
They're willing to go and try and like play Russian roulette with their hair just to avoid that.
Just to avoid paying you way. Because this is what I think. Like, they could afford it, they just don't want to. Because think about, like, I don't like to say names, but you saw the fool that just left. I charged him $20. He gives me 40 every time. You get what I'm saying? Like, and that's a 23-year-old fool.
And somebody who appreciates your work.
He appreciates my time. You see what I mean? Like, so you mean to tell me that this 35-year-old man, dog, that I just went up $5 cannot pay that? But he's talking about how he went to Neiman Marcus and spent so much on Gucci. He just went to this club and spent $500 on a bottle, but you can't give me $5 more? Like,
it's be the guy that be going out like almost every other 2 weeks, like, like, bro, I just went to this new club like over here in Alhambra, like I had a couple of those clients.
So that's what made me not fear losing clients, way. Like, cool, I gotta go up for me, way. You gotta pay gas, dog. These machines are not cheap anymore. These are fucking $300-$200 machines now, right?
Exactly.
So with all that, fool, I started thinking, like, if these fools don't give a fuck about me, dog, I gotta raise the prices for myself. Like, let's say out of 10 clients, fool, you might lose 2, but the other 8 are gonna look at it like, hey, fool, don't worry about it, dog. Like, here's another extra 5. Like, certain clients think about, like, hey, fool, I just appreciate you. You come to me, or every time you hit me up, you make a way to arrange me and give me a decent time. So, like, yeah, fool, You just gotta stop being afraid of raising your prices because everybody's looking for a raise anyway. Everybody you know is like, hey, fool, I want to raise at work and I want overtime. All right. So I started looking at it, fool, starting 2022. Wait, I'm not taking clients at 7 a.m. unless they're willing to pay extra. Come on, I need my sleep, dog. 8 to 3 p.m. If you want anything after that, I'm sorry, dog, you got to pay overtime. Like,
I agree with
it
that.
sounds fucked up, but it's like you never cared about me. So now I got my own rules, fool. I got a wife. I gotta wake up at 7, be here at 8. That's a decent time. You want me here at 7? I gotta wake up at 6. All right, cool. I might wake up my dogs. Hey, dog, I'm sorry, but there's the extra charge for that. You know, like
I agree with
you
that.
wouldn't want to wake up your kids just to, right?
I have woken up like early because you know, like, you know, let's face it, there's things that like graduations and like,
you just want to take care of your good clients.
yeah, you know, but like I gotta make sure that I'm, you know, getting paid for that time that I'm wasting because, you know, like nobody likes waking up like at 6, 7 in the morning. You know, that's what.
Especially when you got people involved. Like my wife don't like waking up early, fool, because she don't start work until 8:30.
It's like a domino effect.
It's a domino. Now I'm waking her up early. Now I'm waking my dogs up early. Now these niggas want to fuck up the house, right? So it's like, hey, fool, okay, cool, I could do it. But just know that's going to create a domino effect in my house. You got to pay extra for that. Oh, that's fucked up. Then you don't want that haircut that early, fool.
Exactly. Get it.
You got to be willing to pay. I'm a 8 to 3 barber now. You want to go before that and after that, you got to pay extra for it. You want overtime, right, at your job? Cool. I want overtime too now. Yeah. And then fools that been late, like I said, are going to have to start sending a deposit before their haircut.
And see, what about the clients that like they've known you for a long time, but they just don't want to get with the program? Like, how do you
see? Like, I've done that before, so I give them an ultimatum. Fool, like, okay, cool. You don't want to get with the program. You don't want to give me the deposit. Let's do this. You gotta win my trust again. Be on time for your next appointments. On time all the time, and we'll forget about it. But if you're late, just look for a new barber, dog. You gotta do it, fool, because that means that if this fool's not willing to give you a deposit, to me, in my eyes, fool, it feels like, nigga, I'm gonna just be late all the time, so fuck you. That's how I see it. Because think about it, fool, if I'm late all the time and you tell me, hey, Chaps, I'm sorry, fool, but before the cutway, you gotta send me, 2 days before, where you gotta send me a little $20 and then pay me the difference when you get here, way, because you always late, and if you late, you lose. I'll take it. But if I tell you, nah, fool, I can't do that, that means that I'm gonna be late again, way. You get that? That's just what it is.
Yeah, and you know, as entrepreneurs, we can't accept that. We can't, you know, because we depend on it, everything to go smoothly. We put so much work into trying to like time our cuts perfectly, so we could just make that little 30-minute window, you know,
and still have a life outside of it.
And still have a life, because yeah, let's face it, this job never ends.
It doesn't, fool. So. That's why it's good to make the appointments. You set everything up. If everybody shows up on time,
then everything goes smooth and you have a good day.
You have a good day. You go home and enjoy your time. Fool, you do what you got to do. Now, if these clients are all fucking up your day, it's like, now you got wifey like, hey, babe, we late. We're not going to make our reservation.
That movie tickets that you bought.
Now, that restaurant is like, hey, my nigga, you can't make a reservation again. You fucking up. That movie that you bought is lost. So that's why they get mad when you tell them like, hey, fool, be on time. But it's like, fool, like, I'm not just a barber outside of this. I got a real life. I got to go home. I want to kick it with I like that. I like going home to my dogs, to my wife. We do shit outside of this. Now, outside of barbering, obviously, we got this podcast. I make music. I shoot my own music videos. So it's like,
yeah, I was checking out the music you was putting
yeah.
It definitely gave me the SPM type vibe, though.
Oh shit, I like that. I fuck with SPM.
I fuck with that, bro, you know.
So, and this is what they don't understand, fool, that outside of this, I got a vision that I'm trying to like, fuck it.
You're trying to create something, you know, something that,
yeah, like,
you know,
if this don't work out, the barbering gotta work out. If the barbering don't work out, the music gotta. If it don't, at least I can look back when I'm 60, like, nigga, hey, at least I tried, nigga. Like, I tried everything, it didn't work. Hey, but I gave it my all. As opposed to just be like, oh, fool, I can't make music today because I'm waiting on clients. Hey, fool, you didn't make it, I'm gone. And I always tell people, hey, fool, you're my last client, fool, so show up on time, dog. If you don't show up on time, I gotta go. And I've done it where I leave, fool. Hey, fool, where you at? I took off, my boy. You want to catch me at my house? Go to my house. Oh, where you live at? Oh, I live in Mid-City. Oh, you live far? Exactly. You see why I got to leave at a certain time? Because I live far. I'm going to catch traffic too, fool. So it's just one of those things, fool, that the more people respect you, or you make them at least show you some sort of respect, the smoother your job is. Like, cause I love what I do, fool. I love cutting hair, but it's just always gonna be that client that's trying to get the best of you, like, cause they don't respect you. They feel that, fool. Okay, how do you feel about clients that are always counting your pockets?
Oh, the ones that come in and say, how many cuts you
Hey,
did
fool, how
today?"
many cuts you got left? Hey, nah, it don't matter how many I got left,
That's exactly what I feel like, man.
cause they count.
Yeah.
Like it or not, oh, you got 5 clients, boom, boom, boom. Oh, that's how much this nigga make. He ain't shit. Fool. And trust me, they think like that, dog. Because if they really respected you, like, yeah, I respect this nigga for what he is, they show up on time. Like I said, I don't expect a tip. Just pay me what I asked for.
See,
just pay me what I asked for, fool.
But see, what about, like, because I've been, like, through a lot of shops where, like, you definitely go through a lot of different classes, you know?
Right. Oh, yeah.
You know, and it's like, I guess it's, I've never gotten it from my clients because whatever I charge, you know, I've definitely, like, let them know, like, hey, 2-3 weeks before, a month before, like, hey, my prices are going to go up, you know, getting a little overbooked. Like, if you can roll with it, you know, like, appreciate it. If you can't, you know, I appreciate it still, but, you know, because, you know, you're being honest
rolled
with me.
for a while, yeah.
You rolled with me for a while, and, you know, like, I've never had, like, a bad, like, moment, you know, like, dealing with people, thank God, you know. The people I did were definitely, like, they're, like, practice, you know, because this whole barbering thing was different to me, you know. I never... I was shy, you know.
Oh, shit, all right.
You know, I was never that person that, like, kind of, like...
Just shot it.
Yeah. So this definitely brought me out that shell, you know. It forced me out that shell. So, you know, I definitely thank all my clients that did stay by me, you know, and the ones that didn't, they were like stepping stones to, like, dealing with people, because it is a long-term gig. Like, nobody really understands how it grows, you know.
Nobody yet, because I feel like you could go to school for this shit, but nobody could teach you everything, because every client is different, fool. Like, you see, that's dope that you never had a client that bitched about money. I had clients, fool, that cried over $3.
No, I'm not saying that I've never had, because I was, like, cutting hair at Barner's Barber College for, like, $5, and the $5 would go to the school. So I had to make them extra crispy so I could get that $1, $2 tip, you know. And I was, like, living off of that for, I think, like, 4 months until I decided to get that part-time job at the gate clerk, you know.
Oh, okay.
So, I mean, that definitely humbled me down, because I know if I could survive off of, like, $20 tips in a week, then I should be able to, like, manage my money more, you know. But once you start making money, you forget about that.
Yeah.
You just kind of want to go out to the club, especially when it's your first 2 years, like, making money off of barber. You're like, man, it's easy, it's easy. Packed, you know, like. And
I feel I don't know for everybody, but I feel like barbering weight, it happens from making $30 a week to just bam, making real money, and you're just like, oh shit, this shit just falling on my lap, right?
Yeah, hell yeah. You know, like, you could stay. I used to go in with $0 in my pocket, bro,
and come out
and be like, just to see how much I made that day. I'd be like coming out with like $250 on a Tuesday, bro, on a Tuesday.
Right.
And then I'd mark it down like, all right, this Tuesday was good, but was it like a holiday before? Was it a holiday coming up that day? I had to like kind of test the waters.
Hey, fool. Right now we'll go back to the clients. The most crazy shit about barbering weight, with my first or second year, I was chopping up nonstop. Dun. And you know, barbers, fool, we like to go to the restroom to count our money, right?
Yeah, you know, fix it up.
I go count my shit, put the hundreds, the 20s, the 10s. I come outside, and I was so shocked, fool. It was like my first year. And then I go up to Johnny, and I'm like, hey, wait, guess how much I made? He's like, how much? 500 today. He's like, what? Nigga, it takes barbers years to do that. I don't know, fool. I guess niggas been tipping. I just been on a roll. I don't know, fool. But I made 500 just today. And I remember it was like on a St. Patrick's Day way.
Oh, hell yeah.
And I was just like, I was shocked, fool, because it's like, nigga, at that time it took me a week to make that at a holiday. And I make that in a...
Not you, like, always, like, outspoken, like, you know, like...
Nah, fool, I'm not gonna lie to you, way. That shit just started a couple years ago when I wanted to better myself. When I started, fool, I'm not gonna lie, fool, I was a ghetto-ass kid, fool. Like, I loved the hood. Then I started, like, going outside and started realizing, like, fool, this is not... I want to get out of here, fool. Like, niggas are dying, I started realizing, fool, that the shit that I wanted, people would tell me I was crazy, fool. hey, fool, when I grow up, I want to be a millionaire. I want to have this. Fool, you crazy. You never, oh shit, this nigga said it's impossible. So that made me want to talk better way. I was like, okay, the better you speak way, the better opportunities you have. Because I noticed that I will go places and you talk, I'll get on, they look at you like, nigga, what the fuck? Why you talking like that? So you always like, as a kid, you grow up like that way, so you can't help it. But once you become an adult, it's like only you can make yourself a better person way. So that made me want to do shit that nobody wanted to do. Make the music, make this, do this. So when Johnny gave me the opportunity to become a barber, I was like, yeah, fool, I think this is something that I want to do. Fuck this shit. Like, fuck being an employee, dog.
He gave you the keys?
He gave me the keys, fool, and then it was a wrap from there.
Yeah, I remember a couple years being you, man. You were like just starting out.
I was just starting out. I was just around everybody like, oh shit, all you niggas are barbers. Damn, nigga, I want to be that. And then everybody, I remember everybody was like, nah, you will, fool, you will. And I was just like, damn, I hope so, you know. And then next thing you know, fool, without even knowing, I feel like you just like, nah, I'm not a barber yet. And next thing you know, your clients are like, nigga, what do you mean? You're my barber. Oh shit, I'm a barber, and holy shit. And then little by little, fool, you're shy or whatever, like you don't want to talk to clients a certain way. But then you realize one day you made $500 in a day. And now you're like, okay, fool, now the niggas that been dissing me, hey, fool, price just went up. And you got to learn that one client, fool, you might have to kick him out, or he got to get with the program because
he doesn't see your worth.
It's your worth, fool. Like you got clients that really appreciate you, so you don't want to go to a job where one person is gonna fuck up your whole mood, you know?
Exactly.
So you want to go to a place where you're actually happy and you enjoy who you cut. It's like going to work and you hate two niggas. Like, here these go, these two niggas. It's the same shit. Imagine cutting up a nigga you don't like. Oh, I'm gonna cut this nigga up again. Like, nah, you gotta be like, hey, my boy, look, fool, I'm sorry, dog, but you complain. You hardly even pay what I asked for. I don't need this shit, dog. Your $30 is not gonna make me rich.
If anything, it's gonna cause you some stress.
Right, fool. And then, fool, it's funny way that like I stopped doing this because you gotta learn how to separate it. But I was doing something at the beginning way where I was like, okay, barbering is gonna take me to a big level. But I was thinking in the music way, because I was like, hey, fool, look, my album just dropped. If you buy it, it's $10. But if you buy it, I'll give you a $5 discount on the cut. And instead of niggas will be like, yeah, hell yeah. Nah, dog, not right now. That's when I was like, oh, these fools don't fuck with you outside of barbering way.
Of that.
And I had to realize that fast, like, oh shit, these fools only want their haircut. They don't fuck with me. So sometimes you gotta learn to accept when they offer you something. I mean, like, hey, my boy, I'm not looking for that right now, you know? Like, without being fucked up, but it's like, fool, you don't fuck with my music. Like, so what I started doing, I was just like, fuck it, I gotta attack it. Put it on the video. Then people might like it like that, as opposed to offering it. Fuck it, fool, I can't offer it. Fuck. You know? So you start learning that people don't fuck with you how you would think way. Like,
I had to learn that the hard way too, just like, you know, like throughout being a barber, you think everybody's your friend because they act like it, you know?
They act like it, right? But people don't fuck with you, fool, and it's fucked up. Like, so for example, you've been a barber for what, 6-7 years now?
Yeah, going on 7 now.
Do you have like a top 5 barbers and shit that you be like, hey,
not any like celebrity barbers, I wouldn't say.
Okay.
I don't look up to any celebrity barbers. I mean, I look up to mostly like the barbers
that you grew up around.
Yeah, you know, because those were the ones that kind of taught me like a lot of values in the games, you know. They gave me a lot of keys, you know, and I respect them, because not everybody in the game is gonna give you just you know, keys here and there. It's like a competition, you know. So the barbers that did make it and are like paying off their cars and their houses and their families, supporting, I really look up to them, you know. So I would say one of them was a major impact. Black, you know. Black from
I fuck with Black, yeah.
Hell yeah, you know, he taught me a lot, and to this day I always hear in the back of my head, you know, like, all right, this is what I gotta do, because he would always you know. So I think another barber was Javi, you know. Javi, he worked that chopping phase right there with Black for a minute, but
fuck, probably I probably don't remember. I know Black because I actually had conversations with him.
All right.
All right. So Black and Javi.
Yeah, and those are for right now the top two. Let's just focus on those because look, these barbers
broke it down to you and shit.
Yeah, you know, they broke it down in like really simple ways. You know, just kind of like interacting with clients and the small talk shop. You know, I was a shy kid, so I never really got around to.
Right.
You know, they really taught me how to let loose and how to like mix clientele shop. And just like dealing with people who just want to be dickheads in the barbershop, you know. A lot of people just come in just to like cause drama, you know.
So those are your top two for sure.
Yeah,
that's tight.
Honestly, if it wasn't for them, you know, I probably would have been fucking off my money elsewhere, you know. Like,
that's tight. Cause I feel like barbering way is a good thing. But I just feel like barbering is like a fucked up thing. Nobody wants to give you ropes. Everybody want to charge you for shit. Like, hey, fool, can you teach me? Oh, yeah, damn, fool. Damn, I'm going to have to charge you. Like, oh, shit, what the fuck? So that's why I always been, like, loyal to the shop because Johnny gave me the fucking game. Fool, before I even thought about being a barber, that nigga Johnny was like, hey, fool, you could be a barber. You got the swag. Nah, I can't be a barber. Damn, that shit too hard, nigga. I don't know how to. And then that fool started taking me to barber battles, fool. And I fell in love. I was just like, what the fuck? Everybody got swag like that? Oh, shit.
What were some of the things you realized when going to the barber battles? Like, because it kind of felt like a real big house party, but everybody's just like, you know?
Fool, what I fucking liked about that shit was that at the time, like I said, I didn't know barbering was that big, right? So this fool takes me to a barber battle. I forgot. The first one was probably Long Beach Convention Center, right? Big. And there was these two brothers, that stood out to me. Fade Master and Network Clipper Hands.
Oh, okay, I know.
They stood out to me. And these fools would talk to Johnny. I was like, oh shit, these niggas look like they popping and they talking to Johnny. Oh shit, all right. Dope. And they giving Johnny props and everything. So I'm like, oh shit, these niggas that's dope. And I just started realizing everybody got swag. Everybody got the fucking, at that time it was the Nike Yeezys. These niggas got the Nike Yeezys, the Jays. Oh shit, these niggas, oh, this is dope, dog. And then
they had the sneaker battles too.
Sneaker battles, fool. And then realizing that everybody give the, hey fool, you're this barber. Hey fool, I fuck with you. I was just like, oh shit, niggas give props. Oh shit.
It was so it was the love in the game.
It was the love, fool, that people were giving each other. The swag, the compliments that people will give each other. And it was like, that shit reminded me of skateboarding, fool. Where instead of being like an actual battle, it's like, let's just have fun and whoever wins, dope.
Yeah. See,
so people will win and people will just be like, oh, fuck it, dope. That's a dope cut, cool. It was not like some, fuck this, fool.
And it feels great when somebody like compliments your work because it's like, let's face it, it's like, it's your artwork.
It's your art, yeah.
So you feel real sensitive about even like saying something to yourself, but when somebody else like kind of gives you like props, you're like, now, all right, I'm doing something, you know, good.
And then when this nigga started taking me to Vegas for battles, we went to Frisco for battles. I was just like, oh shit, this shit is crazy, dog. And then Johnny will be like, fool, be a barber. Nah, nigga, I can't do it. I don't think I can do it. And then niggas will walk, hey, fool, you a barber? You always with this? We're like, nah, I wish, bro. Like, oh shit, or whatever. Then that's how I met Global. Because they chopped it up and they were just chopping it up. And I was just like, oh, what's up, bro? And Johnny was like, hey, this nigga's a good barber. I was like, oh, shit, all right, for sure. That's how I met that fool. And that's when I was just like, cool, this is dope. And Johnny was like, fool, be a barber. You got the swag, nigga. I'm telling you. Nah, fool, I don't got time. I got 2 jobs and shit. I get fired from my job. Hey, fool, I got fired. He's like, nigga, pull up. And this nigga, I thought he was going to teach me, fool. And this nigga's like, we're going to go to this barber supply. You gotta buy a machine at least, you know? And I'm like, oh shit. He's like, yeah, fool, now you got machines. You can't just not do it. And little by little, hey, fool, who wants a free cut? Boom. It worked a little, but not really. All right, start telling your people if they want a free cut by me. Oh shit, hey, fool, you want a free cut by Johnny? Hell yeah. Cool, pull up. And I'll chop them up, but Johnny will fix it. So that's how little by little, fool. That's why I didn't consider myself a barber for 3 months, 4 months. Till people just like, hey, fool, I want to cut. Like, I'm not a barber, fool. Yes, you are. All right, cool, I'm a barber. And then next thing you know, you charging. It's like, oh, shit, I made money? Oh, I'm a barber then.
And you had fun in the process.
And you have fun, fool. And next thing you know, that's how I met Rigo, Black, fucking, what's my boy Lil Johnny?
Oh,
That's how I met Lil Johnny. I met a lot of barbers, fool.
Man.
That I used to look at Rigo. Rigo always has swag, and I'll be like, damn, this nigga got the swag.
That
This
fool
nigga
is-
got the swag.
Mr. Rigo Suarez.
Yeah,
man,
you
used to
get what
call
I'm
him, man.
saying? So I'm just like fascinated with the shit. Like, oh, nigga, this is a job that you could be swag. Nigga, I'm in it.
I'm gonna be pulling bitches all day.
And then you start thinking like, okay, cool. On top of that, you come and you have fun. And I could take breaks whenever I want. Oh, nigga, it's lit. And then you start realizing that a lot of these fools make more money than niggas at actual jobs. These niggas are like entrepreneurs, right? And you're just like, oh shit, all right. Besides the swag, the free time, fool. I don't got a boss. That's it.
But besides all that, like, why to this day are barbers still kind of like left out in the cold sometimes? Because I mean, being barbers, you know, we came from a line of like kind of like where we had to kind of be the dentist and the doctor at the same time.
You gotta
know?
learn it, yeah.
So how is it to this day that you don't like? I always used to say we should have been wearing masks since the beginning, you know. But people looked at me like I was crazy, you know. But the gloves and the mask is no different than your dentist or your doctor, you know. We're still, you know, kind of like dealing with. We're still kind of dealing with like everything, you know, like the same face.
Sanitized, right.
Yeah, we still gotta sanitize just like every other like wanna say.
Well, if you're a clean barber, yeah.
You know, because we sanitize and just kind of take care of our tools just like any other dentist or doctor would, you know. The only difference is that we're not charging our clients an arm and a leg for
Extra, right.
you know.
Fool, I feel that we're like that because I feel we're still at a place where barbers are learning that we're more than just a barber. We're therapists, dog.
Oh, exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
I haven't even got to that.
So the moment that I feel that we start supporting each other and start putting it out there like, hey, fool, we just not your barber, fool, we're your therapist, dog. You come with your problems here and we relax you. We fucking clean you away. We clean our machines so you don't get infections. There's clients that come with bumps in their head and I gotta be like, damn, nigga, where you get this from, you know? Like, so all that, fool, because we don't speak on it, clients feel that we work for them as opposed to giving them a service way. So that's when I be like, nah, my boy, like, we're more than that, fool. Like, it's kind of like going to a mechanic. You're not his boss. You're paying him to do something that you don't know how to do.
Exactly.
So, my nigga, I'm giving you a cut that you don't know how to do. I'm taking care of you. Besides that, I got to hear your shit. Not that we don't like it, because a lot of us like talking. We enjoy it. I ain't gonna lie.
It keeps your day going, you know?
But also appreciate that we're doing it, fool, because you got to remember you talking to us because your boys don't want to hear that. On the other hand, nigga, we chopping you up and giving you free therapy. A lot of us give you free game on credit. You know, like on how to fix your relationship, and you still want to look at us like, nigga, you work for me.
They looking at us for advice, man. But then they want.
But at the same time, they look down on us.
Yeah.
So but I feel like the reason también, way, because we're not famous for what we do, way. There's only a limit of people that get that credit, like Rob the Original, Pacino. Those fools get all the credit. And your clients, my clients, look at them like, damn, look at fool. Like, the only thing he does is like extra is he knows how to draw. I'm not taking nothing away from him. But he became famous because he draws, right?
But I would say almost every barber I would declare kind of like a creative artist, you know. That's just that they don't know they're artists. Because
right.
A lot of barbers are kind of like in the creative side, you know. That's why I feel like a lot of people, they find like a kind of like refuge in this career too, to be themselves, you know. They could take something that's already there, like a fade or a taper, and then just add their own thing to it, you know. But I feel like a lot of barbers kind of they don't got that extra push or supportive circle around sometimes, because, you know, this is a career that's I would say kind of easy, but also kind of tricky in its own way.
I don't think it's an easy career way. I'm not gonna lie.
I would agree, but I would say that it's like compared to like somebody who's gotta like you know, like change all the electrical and like do all these, you know, it's not easy.
Right.
It's easy, but it's not easy at the same time, you know, just like any other career. But at the same time, it's more like mental at some point, you know. And I feel like barbers break their barriers day by day. They just kind of like, some are slow at it, some get it right away.
Some get it right away, some take longer. You're right.
You know, and I feel like this career offers a lot of obstacles that, you know, some people gotta, you know, be physically and mentally ready for. They gotta be standing there.
I've seen a lot of barbers broken.
I feel you, bro, but
they dedicated, and then next thing you know, you see them. Hey, I'm not a barber, fool. That was hard, and I'm like, damn.
Now, you know what I feel? I feel like sometimes people don't talk about this enough, but like some people fail to realize that maybe they're really empathic people, so they absorb other people's drama because they got to listen to it, you know?
Right.
And some people just don't know it.
Don't know how to separate the clientele from the business.
Yeah, because as therapists, you know, it's kind of hard to like not take
everything,
that,
yeah.
You know, because you're absorbing all these people and they're like their drama, or like even if it's just like talking, it's kind of like interchanging energies, you know?
Right.
So at the same time, if people don't know that they're exchanging energies, they don't really know themselves that well, you know. So it's some people do kind of like take it home with them, you know. They think
and
about
they fall,
yeah. You know, so
I just feel it, to be honest, just how people take their pictures, oh, fresh cut, this and that. They don't shout us out. Because we never had nobody to give us that stamp, I guess, like, hey, go fuck with these fools. Because we're technically not celebrities, way. I feel that's why they don't give us the credit. The moment that we cut up Young Dolph, Larry Hernandez, way, people are going to want to, oh, now I fuck with you. Just because I cut up a celeb, fool, I cut up real people on a daily basis, way, that really enjoy, fool. No. That we actually enjoy, fool, like talking to, right? We don't just got to cut celebs, way, to be looked at as something higher, but that's what the people want, fool. Like, I don't know about you, but my first year, fool, I got shout out from Barbershop Connect, dog, like twice. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's also in the community. I feel like the community, like that was a great thing when Barbershop Connect was around, because they were kind of like picking people who were great, you know, and some people, I think it started kind of like diminishing once it started kind of like burning out like the same barbers, you know, over and over again. But
because when I got shouted out, to be honest, I wasn't even trying to, like, I was like, man, I'm never gonna, you know, and they just shout me out, and I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck? I wasn't even following Barbershop Connect, dog. Like, and I'm like, oh shit, these niggas shouting me out. What? I told you, hey Johnny, look at this shit. I'm going crazy right now.
And on a scale of 1 to 10, how'd you feel? Like, how did that make your day?
Fool, it impacted me way like, oh fuck, cause I wasn't looking at myself as a barber. Like I said, fool, like, nigga, I just cut hair. Don't let me make a video. Boom. And then they shout me out, and it's like, oh shit, nigga, the people that don't appreciate me
are showing me the most love, like they're appreciating, like
these niggas are appreciating, and they don't know me. Oh nigga, we lit. So I started like getting more into it, like, okay, now I gotta make videos. But it got to a point for where a lot of major platforms were shouting us out. For even Johnny, they were shouting this nigga out. That it became so, like, let's say for 3-4 months, they were just shouting me out, that it became like, it's in the bag. And I stopped making videos, fool, because I felt it was so normal now. Like, nigga, we live. We always getting shout outs. And it became that thing, instead of like, okay, what can I do different way to stand out, and keep going. I kind of laid back from the videos. And when I try to come back, you know, like,
sometimes we get creative blocks, you know. So
we get like, I think I felt like I took it for granted. Because it happened so fast in my career, nigga. I was only a barber for 3 months. And I'm getting shout outs, like, and every month I'm getting shout out. Oh shit, nigga, we lit. Next thing you know, I stopped getting shout outs. Because I took it for granted, like it's gonna always happen. So when I stopped taking videos for months and I come back, it's like, nah, fool, like, and this is what I tell people though. It's crazy that you go viral in the barber game, but you're not a celeb, way. If you have a song or if you have a little joke, you really go viral, fool. Like, but I still feel that people don't appreciate us, way. Like, because people talk about it like, nigga, I got a fresh cut. But how come we don't get the appreciation we deserve, fool?
It's because I think that a lot of people are more like, especially in the West Coast over here, if you're not like a rapper or a model or somebody who's just like, and suppose, you know, like what do they call them? Social
like social networking, or like social?
Not like what are those people that just
like an influencer and shit.
yeah, exactly. If you're not like an influencer or something like that, then you're nobody. But
Yeah.
I mean, that's what people kind of like lose their way. Like just because some homeboy is famous, like what makes them different from the guy
Then our hustle.
No, from the guy down the street,
Right.
like the mechanic that saved your life last time. Like those fools are heroes, but nobody sees them as
Nobody
heroes.
sees them as that.
Yeah, or I feel like people
Or teachers, fool.
Yeah.
Nobody looks at teachers as like, nigga, they giving you, some of them give you a good mind, fool. They deal with your shit as a kid. We're bad. Cops, we don't look at cops like, damn, this fool,
we don't really give like credit where like credit is due sometimes.
Or we just give credit to LeBron and shit. Like,
exactly.
nigga, he just dunked the ball. If I was talking, I could do that too, right? But I don't mean to take away anything from him. He's good at what he does, but
yeah, of course,
we give credit to the wrong. Like, okay, he's a millionaire for what he does.
Yeah.
How come this cop that risked his life is not a millionaire, dog?
Exactly.
Why is this medic not a millionaire for what he does? Why is that fucking
or why aren't they
nurse
getting recognized enough? Like if I promise you, if like more people like that got recognized every day, like
shit would change.
Shit would change.
But okay, and this is where I'm going. That's why I did this podcast way. I want to give shout out to the foods that we look up to, the barbers that fucking keep you fresh, the tattoo artist that keeps your fucking arm fresh, fucking the shoe plug that always keep your shoe game right. So that's why I made this podcast way, like to give credit to the niggas that nobody's giving credit, but you need on a daily basis. I need my tattoo artist, but you don't give your fucking tattoo artist that credit. You don't fucking tell your boys to go to your artist, right? So I'ma do it. I'ma interview a tattoo artist. I'ma interview probably a fucking dentist one day if he allows me to. Like, hey, bro, you don't get the credit, nigga. They look at you as not a doctor, but you gotta numb the fucking gums in order to go in. Like, so in your own way, you are a doctor. Like,
yeah.
Why is the eye doctor? Why is the nose doctor? Why is everybody a doctor but the dentist?
Man, and that's the thing, because they're not kind of like up there like, oh, what do you want to be when you grow up? A dentist, doctor, fireman. It's kind of like things that they're like subconsciously,
right?
Like thrown in there at growing up. So we kind of just, I feel like at some point everybody just.
Oh, I don't want to be that. I don't want to be that.
Yeah, but imagine giving shout outs to the people that really did deserve it,
That actually make a difference.
That make a difference, exactly.
Because like we just said, fool, a barber fucking takes care of you for your wedding, for your birthdays, for all your weekend needs, right?
We build people.
Keep you fresh.
We build people up with
with a single conversation way.
Yeah. With a haircut, we build up their self-esteem, to like go do, change their outlook on something because they look like a whole different person now.
Right. Like, how many people come in and I cut up and they be like, fool, I love this place because y'all clown. Other barbershops are just quiet.
At some point, I think I worked at a shop where it was a neutral ground for a lot of gangs to just go and like get their haircut. So I kind of witnessed firsthand with barbershops are like magic, it's a place where a lot of people,
you come in and you leave that shit outside.
Exactly. It's home to a lot of people. I would see a lot of people come through on the weekly just to hang out, and they'd start sweeping up.
Yeah,
just cause
like fucking, hey, I'ma sweep up for you. Like, oh shit, good looking out.
Yeah, and a lot of barbers kind of did start out that way too. Like kids coming out of school and they just like the vibes. They don't want to go home. I met one of my youngest homies like that, and he's one of my good friends now. Yeah, every day after high school, he'd come and sweep up, and after a while, we're like, bro, you're over here every day. You might as well
learn,
start learning how to cut hair.
See, fool, and this is another thing. Like, I was thinking about the other day, like, in my blog, we don't have a elotero like that. He comes once in a while. Why cannot I not interview this nigga to see his perspective of life?
Hey, you know what? I think by the end of the interview, his business is gonna go up. Somebody might even recognize.
Just a push, like you get it, like. People might look at him like, fool, he just sells corn. But no, nigga, but what took him to that? You don't know if this fool crossed the border, had a fucked up beginning way, getting chased. Because you got to remember, a lot of these fools get robbed way. Exactly. When they're just making a decent living. These people don't fuck with nobody, fool. You get what I'm saying? Like, they come and serve you. Like, think about, like, these niggas been giving you service to your home before Uber Eats, nigga. Like,
oh shit, they're the original Uber Eats before.
Like, hold up, why you gotta fuck with my people like that? Why you gotta rob them? These niggas been putting in that work, fool, giving you fucking food away when you didn't have food. Like, you couldn't drive, so you ate a corn, nigga. You ate this. They brought you this, like.
And it's not like McDonald's where they're gonna be like,
But they bring you some shit, you know, like.
But it's like they're serving it with a smile too, man. They, you know, like they're humble. They love what, you know, even if it's not making them like thousands, bro. They're not gonna serve. They love what they're doing, bro. It's
And think about how much they walk for just to serve you this little corn, like.
Not only that, but on the hottest day of summer, they're there, homie.
They're there for you, for your raspado, right? So these are all people that people might be like, I don't give a fuck. Like, cool, you don't, but I do. And you don't know these fools probably bought a crib off of that. And you making fun of him, and this nigga got a bigger crib than you, like, shit like that.
Did you ever hear that story about that family that they put 2 of their kids through college by selling recycles?
Oh, serio?
Yeah, recycles.
Fool, I don't doubt it. Like, I feel like a lot of those people are like Barber's way. They make a good amount of money, but I feel like being broke makes you look at shit like that like broke. Yeah. And it's like, fool, instead of you broke, why not give them a push like, hey, fool, I'm broke, but I give you credit for just creating something from nothing. Way like you picked up a car, made elotes, you fucking started selling churros, and nigga, you just made your own lane, fool. Now what are these people doing? Niggas are buying stores and selling corn for 4 times the price. Like, hold up, you took the idea from my boy that y'all was making fun of. Now it's cool because you have a store? Like, nah, fuck all that. Now they're putting hot Cheetos on it. Like, you see what I mean? Like, give my boy the cred, though. Like,
exactly.
So that's the type of shit that I'm like, fool, I want to give people the cred before people popularize it because they have money.
And then gentrify it at the end of the day.
You see what I mean? Like, nah, fool, I want my people to have their fucking cred, fool. Like, this nigga started it when I was 9 years old selling corn and shit was $1 and shit. Now it's like $2. But these fools made it popular because they selling it for $5.
Now they put sprinkling Cheetos on it.
You know, like.
And then charging $14 for a corn, man.
So, I feel like a lot of that shit is, I want to interview these people because it's like, you're dope, bro. You're dope at what you do. You, without you thinking about it, you motivated a lot of people to do shit like that. The Uber Eats, where you think they got it from? Dog? Come on, like, you know, from that nigga with the corn, from the ice cream truck. Oh shit, you know, we could start serving these niggas. You know, like, these ideas come from the bottom where people don't get credit, but because you got money, you created something from their idea, you know, like. So I just want to give people their credit, dog. Barbers, tattoo artists, shoe sellers, fucking fool. Even the people that sell fucking, remember years ago in the lonchera, you would buy a little taco and it was like whatever. Now everybody got a lonchera, and it's like,
I think it's the year that loncheras are just trending and
popping, fool,
coming out from all over the planet.
So I just feel like, see, like, why not give people their cred, dog? These niggas been popping for a while, but because you have money, you just changed it a bit. You know, you got a better truck because you got more money. But these fools been doing it. These niggas been selling the tacos, the gorditas and shit, you know?
You know, it's hard. A lot of people don't want to put themselves in somebody else's shoes.
Right.
But, you know, like, I think that's what we're here to do, you know? Like, give people definitely, like, a different perspective on everyday life, I think.
So that's why I look at shit different. Like, people look at it like, hey, fool, you're just a barber. Like, no, nigga, I know barbers that just make a living off of that alone. Like, so how you gonna talk down on the barber that doesn't have a boss? Nigga pays his house, nigga pays his cars off this shit, and you want to look down on us and shit? Like, you know, like, we make a living off this shit, and you want to make fun of us, but you got to go to work every day and listen to a nigga.
Exactly. Nah, I'm enjoying my life, man. I like what I do. I'm sorry for the person who doesn't go to work and doesn't like what he's,
right.
Or that goes to work and doesn't like
what he do.
You know? And yeah, you might get a check at the end. You might be, some days, you know, like, I be having some slow weeks right now, but I'm still not hating because I'm comfortable with what I do, man. I don't got
that freedom.
Exactly, you know?
And like I said, when you got good clients, it feels even better. Like, nigga, I just cut up a cool nigga.
Man,
or when you cut up a nigga that gives you your props, like, hey, fool, you good at what you do.
Man, sometimes I feel like I look forward to cutting my clients because of the conversations we have, bro.
Right.
They're conversations that I probably won't even have with my own family sometimes. You know, so at some point, like, it's like, my clients, you know, like, they understand me, I understand them, you know, everybody's different, but I'm gonna give you, you know. I
always compare shit to other shit. It's like this. Let's say you always go to a taco spot and it's $3 and they tell you, hey, bro, our price went up to $5. You know, shit is getting expensive. And you're like, I ain't fucking with you no more. That means that you never really fuck with them, fool, that you were there for the inconvenience of the price. But now if you're just like, fool, do what you gotta do. I understand gas is expensive. You got the catering truck. I get it. I'm gonna give you your $5. That means that you appreciated them from the start way. But if somebody kicks you off the roster because they don't want to pay $3-5 more for your cut, they never really fuck with you. They were just there for like, oh, this nigga's the cheapest around right now. You know, so sometimes it's better to actually let bad shit go. It's like being in a bad relationship and you holding on because you're used to it. Sometimes you gotta let go. Hey, I gotta let go, though. I'm not happy.
I agree with that 100%, man.
So I just feel like sometimes you just gotta let go of bad clients way, because you don't want that bad energy way. Those clients are never gonna send you clients anyway, fool. Hey, who cut your hair? Awesome nigga. So you don't want him anyway, fool. You want niggas that'll be like, shit, my boy Chebs, you want his number, fool? You know, shit like that, fool. Like I said, I got clients that'll tell me, like, hey, fool, up your prices this year. Oh shit, nigga, what you gonna pay? Nigga, I'm gonna pay. Up it.
And those are the clients that want to see you like more and
Those
more
are the clients that want to see you grow, fool. Hey, fool, I feel like you deserve more for what you do. You come to my house, nigga. You what, nigga? And I'm just like, damn, nigga, this nigga crying for $3.
I feel like those are the clients that want to really see you grow because they want to keep you seeing in the barber game, bro. They don't want to lose you as a barber, so they're like, hey, bro, whatever it is, bro, I'll pay you, but just keep doing what you're doing, man.
And those are the clients, way that no matter what, hey, fool, I can only get a haircut at 5 p.m. I'm there. Because those are the ones that is like, nigga, you're there for me. You big me up. Nigga, you need a haircut at 5 in the morning? I'm there, nigga. Just because how real you are to me, I'm going to be real to you. But if you're a fake ass nigga to me, hey, fool, I'm only open from 8 to 4, nigga.
Yeah.
You know, like that lets you know you ain't a real one to me. Like, I see the fake shit behind you, you know? The real ones, sometimes, even if you don't like it, it's like, damn, this nigga a real one. He's always there. Fuck it, dog. I'll cut you up at 7, just you, dog. You know, like, you got to find ways because these are real fools. Like, these are fools that are always there that understand when you're sick. Hey, I'm sick. Hey, fool, no worries, fool. I'll be here for next week.
Yeah.
You know, like...
And see, the communication is always a big factor, too, because, you know, like, a lot of people get things confused over text.
Right.
You know?
They get mad, like, hey, fool, I feel like... And I've done it, fool, where, like, that's why I changed the names, fool. Like, I have people named the same way. Yeah. And they'll hit me up, and I'll tell that fool a joke.
And then that fool won't get it. He'll be like...
And it was for the other person, way. And now when I read, I'm like, oh, fuck. And now I tell them, hey, fool, my bad, bro. This joke was for my boy. Now they don't text back, and they don't call you back, like... Oh, well, fuck it. Like, that means you never fuck with me anyway. Yeah, because the joke was not even for you, you know?
At least the clientele, like, barber relationship wasn't as strong as, you know?
Right. Because let's say I'll have a friend be like, hey, fool, I need a cut. And I'll be like, nah. And I'll be like, hey, fool, my bad. That joke wasn't for you. It was for my boy. And they don't text back. That means, oh, I didn't fuck with you anyway.
Yeah, because if you're going to let you go over something small, like a little text or something like that, you weren't fucking with me like that.
Yeah. Because they should be like, oh, fool, you're not going to fuck with me? Like, oh, shit, my bad, fool. It was for another person, dog. Like, hey, fool, not yet. What time? It was for my boy I was joking with, you know?
Yeah.
So just like little shit like that, you gotta learn to like separate. Like, okay, you don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with you like that. Cool, you here for business? Come get your haircut, get the fuck out my chair. And you gotta learn how to be, fool. But like, I really enjoy it when I cut people and it goes an hour and I'm just chopping it up and we just talking real shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh shit, that's dope as fuck.
Because you appreciate real conversations.
Real conversations with.
Not just like that like, oh, the weather is cool, you know, when the Lakers playing, you know, like nobody really, we want to hear about some real shit nowadays, man.
I like to talk to people about, I don't bring it up unless they do it, and then I'll be like, nigga, that's my lane. When we start talking about credit, open up your bank account, blah, blah, blah.
Or things that they should probably be teaching in school.
Right,
besides,
fool.
You know,
like, nigga, you teaching me about history, nigga. What am I going to use?
Fake ass history anyways, you know?
Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, fool. Like, so I try to tell these fools, like, hey, wait, invest your little money, way. Like, you saving money for what? That's just losing value, way. Invest it into whatever you like. It's an investment. You like shoes, nigga, buy shoes that is going to increase. And then you sell that shit later on, or buy yourself a nice watch, a little chain. And then you sell it one day for more, like, instead of having your money parked. So these are the conversations I like talking to my clients with. The ones that are on program, the ones that like to talk about Louis Vuitton, I just be like, oh, word, that's dope, bullshit.
Yeah, because you're always going to have your different.
Right.
You never know who's going to sit in your chair. And you, at the same time, you already know who's going to sit in your chair, you know? So it's like you already have these like conversations that you've thought about all week. Like, oh, this fool was talking about that last week. This time, I'm going to hit him with this one, you know? Because you got to keep it interesting with your clients. You can't just be like just there for the haircut. They're there for experience. The experience, you know, to get their haircut by you, because he cuts my hair at the same time he gives me game, you know?
Game, right.
You know?
Free game.
Free game for that, you know?
So, look, so we can, the convo way. I want to ask you about, because it's happened to me. Do you ever get clients that you give them game and they tell you like, fool, that's stupid? And then a couple months later, they big homie tells them the same shit, and they be like, "Hey, bro, guess what? I just got into this." And you, nigga, I told you this shit.
Yeah.
Have you ever been through that shit?
I think mostly with my close friends, if anything. But see, I feel like my clients are more kind of like open to my advice for some reason. When it comes to my friends, it's totally the opposite. It's like, man, like I told you this like 2 or 3 months ago, and now you just because your big homie said it, now you're telling me about it. Like, all right, you must take me for a fool now. So I mean, like I feel like my clients actually, you know, like the ones that I've kept for like on my roster sheet for a minute, you know, like they actually look to me for advice. So I try to like be 100 on everything that I talk to them about, because I do have clients that go to high school, you know, like sometimes their friends don't even give them good advice.
Yeah.
You know? So I tell them like how I kind of like act like that person I wish was there when I was younger, you know, to a lot of people, you know.
Not wait, cause to me that's just crazy how it happens. Wait, like you give people game. Hey, wait, I just bought a Rollie or I just bought these shoes, but they're gonna go up in value. That's whack, fool. All right, that's just me then. Hey, fool, I don't pay cash no more. I just pay credit way, cause that's just giving me free points for spending on what I'm gonna spend anyway. That's stupid as fuck, fool. Months later, guess what, nigga? What happened, fool? Nigga, I was talking to my big homie. He was telling me about credit. Oh, word. Didn't I tell you? Nah, fool, but you didn't tell me that, fool. You told me about some... I told you about that I was buying shit with credit and then I would just pay it off and pay no interest, nigga. And now my credit score is crazy. Ah, nigga, Chaz, you crazy, dog. You didn't tell me this. Oh, shit. All right, cool, whatever. Come back. Hey, guess what? I'm into shoes, dog. My big homie told me. Your big homie or me, nigga? And shit like that. Just like, and I'm just like, mind blown, fool. Like, that's crazy how you look at me like trash, fool. Because I've been kicking game to you. Like, I've been telling you about stocks and you laugh at me. Then a nigga that makes money tells you about this shit. Now you come up to me and, nigga, I've been talking to you about this and you were telling me crazy. Like, how you feel about shit like that? Do you feel different when those people come at you like, hey, bro, I found out about this? And do you look at them different or?
Yeah, you know what? I do feel like kind of like they view me as a little bit less than whoever it is that they're getting
the game from,
you know? So I feel like at some point do you not hear what I'm telling you, or am I just there to listen to you?
Right.
And then when it comes to whatever I'm saying, you want to just let it go out the other weird. I had to cut off a lot of people because of that, because I feel like they're just kind of like using your energy because they want somebody to listen to them, and at the same time they don't take any advice that you give them, you know. So why waste your breath?
Right. Fool, like I cut off. I don't cut people off, but I just keep them, and I just be like, where. There was a time, I'm not gonna lie, fool, where I was like, I never had shit. So when I got a little bit of money, I was into Louis Vuitton and fucking all this shit. And when I was talking about this shit to people, they'd be like, oh, nah, fool, that's whack. I don't even like that. When I got away from it and it started, okay, I got the Louis already, fool, that's whack to me. I'm gonna invest my money into shit that's gonna make me real money. And people be like, hey, Chaz, nah, I buy Louis. Oh, fool, I don't fuck with that no more. Why not? You broke? I'm not broke, fool, but I'm parking my money in better shit. Assets, you know? Yeah. Oh, fool, you probably broke. That's why you say that, you know, boom, boom, boom.
Now, let me tell you this, because sometimes, like, I feel like barbering is like a stepping stone to open up different outlets that you've already thought about.
Right.
Because you're an entrepreneur aside from being a barber. So I feel like once we start making a little bit of money, you want to buy clothes that make you feel good. But then you realize that, wait, hold on. Like,
it's whack.
It's all whack. It's all a trap to me, at least. It's, you know.
It is to me.
Yeah, to me too. So I feel like a lot of people kind of like don't understand that, and the people that do, I try to gravitate more to them because they think more like me. So if they're thinking more like me, they're thinking about how to make more money in different ways, you know. So a lot of times, you know, like we get stuck in the same type of like
cycle,
buying things and spending money in like places to like put up this persona, you know.
Right.
So I feel like being a barber, you kind of see the everyday, you know, faces in life. You know, you kind of like start to like visualize what's real,
yeah,
and what matters, and you know. So I feel like, yeah, you know, like why buy something expensive when you can make your own clothes? Or like why go to expensive ass concert when you can make your own music? You know,
Well,
a lot of this barbering kind of like brought that to life. You know, because
that's how I've been thinking for a long time, dog. Like when people, like I said, when people come at me like with that Louis, I'll be like, that's dope, bro. But I'm not into that no more. Like I could buy a fit at H&M for $100 and still look fresh, and the rest of the money I put into some of my investments, I'm lit.
And that's the thing too. Like some people don't like they want to understand why is it that you're not doing what they're doing.
Because they feel you broke, that your mentality stupid way. Because I just feel like no matter what game you give, oh, you know why he's saying that? He's saying it because he broke.
They always
like
got
no
something
way,
to
like
say.
my mind is just different now. My mind is because look, think about it like this for you. If this jacket was a Louis Vuitton, right? Dope, it's Louis, it's dope.
Yeah.
You only get credit for certain people, wait. The people that really make money look at you like, damn, this fool could have spent those 3 racks and something. Right? They head is just, nigga, you can make money like this. Now, if you decide to wear this jacket again in a month, guess what your own people are gonna say? Nigga, again? So it's like there's no winning with bro people, fool. Like, you wear it once, it's alright, it's Louis. You wear it 2 times, nigga, why you wearing it again? So it's like, I tell people, fool, with expensive clothing with high-end clothing, there's no winning way. The second time you wear it, it's like, this nigga wearing it again.
But creative people will find out how to make that same piece and rock it 50 different ways, you know?
But,
so sometimes it's like kind of like what, like
how can you mix and match?
How can you mix and match? But some people won't understand, you know?
Yeah, but to be honest, fool, straight up, I park my money differently. I shop at Hollister, H&M, and then the rest of my money, I try to find where can I put it better way. Because like I said, like, at the end of the day, fool, nobody cares about what you're wearing, though. As long as you're a clean nigga, right?
But I do feel like people do care where your mind's at. Like, you know, like, how do you,
right.
how like, they'll bring up topics just to see how you view it, you know, which side, you know? A lot of people, I had a lot of clients that asked me about the election. I didn't like to mix, like, my barbering.
Yeah, I don't really talk about government like that. Yeah, that's one top. That and religion, I don't really get into it.
Exactly. I stray away from it. I get a lot of questions.
Everything else, I get do.
I get a lot of questions for my hand tattoos because I got saints. So I'm like, I don't know how to. I just want to cut your hair, bro. And let's just keep it going.
Yeah, because some people get mad at that shit, fool.
And they really kind of like, they have their mind stuck on like winning the argument once they started.
Right.
You know, so I mean, what is it to just, you know, let them be and then just, you know, do what you got to do and then take it, or, you know, or fight them and try to like get into an argument with your client, you know?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, for it's crazy. Like those topics I don't really touch, but like I said, I'd rather talk to somebody with decent clothes, with a great mind, than with somebody with a bunch of Louis, but their mind is not even right, fool. Like, I've cut in people with drip, and their mind is just stupid shit. And I'm like, damn, what the fuck? This nigga ain't talking about nothing that I like. This nigga just talk about, oh, fool, have you seen fucking X-Men? Or have you watched if I don't watch basketball or soccer. I don't watch sports, fool.
I don't watch sports either.
Like,
bro.
oh, what? You weird. Like, I'm not weird. I got better things to do. I'm sorry. Like, just how you look at them, I'm a creative person. I do my own shit. Like, so why am I gonna spend time watching baseball when I have a podcast to work at? Why am I gonna watch this basketball game when I gotta write a song? Why am I gonna watch this shit when I got a video to shoot? So I tell people like, fool, I'm not saying you're wrong for doing it, but it's just not me, fool. I got my own creative mind. I'm doing my own shit. Like I said, like, so I don't got time to be watching this game. I don't benefit from it.
You know, a lot of people ask me that same thing, like, why don't you watch sports, man? Why don't you want to go to like the Wing House and go see like the Steelers? And I'm like, bro, it doesn't trigger me. Like, it doesn't trigger me. It doesn't attract me. Like, you know, it's just, and some people will like look at you like, what?
Crazy, yeah.
Like, you're really not gonna watch? You don't have a team? Like, why? Like, why not? You know?
Yeah.
I'd rather just I don't know, go draw something or like just think about something else. You know, like sometimes. It's just never connected with me in that way. So,
well, for example, fool, we could start making music together.
Hey, I definitely agree. You know, like, cause you just hit me up, man. I'm always, you know, like on the go. But
cause I always tell people, fool, like, the good thing about music, wait, people make it difficult. The good thing about music, you don't gotta be in the same room. I could send you a beat and tell you, hey, wait, you want to make this about women? Cool, let's talk about a love song, boom. In your own space, you write the hook. In my own space, I write the verse. And that's a good thing, fool, because I feel like when people sit down together, hey, fool, have you written anything? No. People get frustrated, like, nigga, chill. Like, I feel like people get more creative in their own space. If I just send you the beat, tell you what to do, some people get creative while they're driving away. So why be in the studio when in the studio you don't get creative? Like, there's times, fool, that I gotta drive to be like, oh, this will go, cool. Oh, shit, nigga, I'm writing, nigga, take out my phone. Or while I'm taking a shower, I'm just like, oh, nigga, I could say this. Like,
it's because you're in your
zone way. Like, so I always tell people, fool, instead of, I know people that'll be like, hey, let's go to the studio together. Like, no, nigga, you never go to the studio to write. Exactly. You go to the studio to drop the song, fool. Like, you gotta get creative in your own space. What makes you creative? Go to the barbershop, that would, oh, dope, do that. But probably for me, fool, I gotta be at my crib eating. Oh, nigga, I'm eating it.
Yeah, you know, for me, I gotta be driving. So
you see what I mean? What if driving for me is not that? So I tell people, you cannot have two creative people, wait, like in the same room. You gotta give them their space. Just tell them niggas what the song is about. And in their own zone way, they're gonna get it done. Exactly. Now you meet up at the studio to drop that shit.
Man, but have you ever been on the spot where they want you to create something at the studio and you're
fool.
Just like...
I've been there, fool.
Because you could think of so many great ideas to just be like, you know, like make a song, like a symphony, if anything, you're just creating in your head. But at that moment that somebody wants you to make it and like, all right, just tell me what you were doing the other day, like how you pictured it. I can't, bro. I have to get in my zone because I forgot.
Nah, I've done that shit where people want me to meet them at the studio. And I tell them, like, fool, that's not my thing, fool. I like to sit and really think about it. So the person that tells me to meet him at the studio, I write my verse, and he don't even do it. And I'm like, you see what I mean, fool? Like, now I wrote it down, and you didn't. It's a waste of time in a way, fool. Like, you do it in your own time, I do it in my own time, and we meet up when we're going to rap this shit. And I feel like you can never tell a creative person how to create way. There's not, it's like doing a haircut. Your way of doing the cut is not the way I do it, but at the end of the day, way, it's gonna come out. So there's no right or wrong way of doing it way. As long as you're doing how you do it, nigga, it works. Like, you do it while you're driving. Sometimes I do it while I'm driving, but sometimes, to be honest, way, I gotta do it while I'm watching TV way. And my girl be like, babe, why you on your phone? Oh, I'm writing a song. The fuck? How you writing a song?
Yeah, because
nigga, that's how, like, me watching that is like, fool, because I feel like I gotta multitask in order to get work done with.
And that's the thing, a lot of people will tell you to slow down, but a lot of times as creative people, they're like thinking of something while doing something.
Yeah, fool, and that's
while doing something else.
Fool, that's me way. Like, I'm watching TV, fool, but I feel like it's cool. But nigga, I could be a little distracted.
Because you know you're formulating something else in your head.
But it's because like that's not gonna benefit me. Oh, but cool, my girl's watching it, cool. Don't. I'm writing my song down, but I'm watching. Babe, leave your phone now, I'm writing a song. The fuck? How you writing a song? Trust me, like I'm just crazy like that. Like I gotta be doing two things at once sometimes where like if not, I don't feel like, I just feel like if I put 100% on something, it's not gonna work. I gotta put 50-50.
See, a lot of times it does work, but you got to be careful about not burning yourself out too. Like, because I've had that. I'm like the same way. I can multitask.
Yeah.
Like, while doing homework, watching TV on like, but it's probably going to be like a video on like kind of like how to pass the state board test and listening to music for like thinking about like the lyrics on the instrumental, you know? So like, you know, it's like, it's definitely something that like is beneficial, but sometimes like I feel like it's pretty easy to burn yourself out too, and then to the point where like, fuck, okay, I'll take a break. How do you deal with those breaks though? Like when you need that, like you get that block.
Oh, when you get writer's block way?
Yeah.
To be honest, I don't force it way, cause I feel like you'll write some shit. What I do, I give myself a break. What I do way, like I'm saying, like I work so crazy. What I do, I'll put on another beat. And I'll work on a different song. But if I feel I really got writer's block, I just take a break from music. I focus on, okay, nigga, what's my podcast gonna be about? And it's that shit, nigga, I got this idea. Then you come back to the music and it flows way. I tell people just don't force it because I feel like you'll write some whack ass shit.
That's interesting because I do the same. I put it onto a different track and I'll hit the same lines but differently and like, but
I feel like sometimes it's not writer's block completely. Your mind just don't want to work to that melody right now. You're writing a hype song, but your mood is chill. So you go to the chill beat, oh, dope, nigga, I see clouds and it's loud. Like, now your shit is just, because that's your mood way. You cannot get hyped up and write a hype beat and your mood is like, nigga, I'm chilling. You know, like, and so that's why I take a break. Like, okay, what do I feel right now? I feel like bumping Extentacion. Oh, nigga, that's what I gotta write to. Get a soft beat. Oh, this is working. You know? Or if it really doesn't work, okay, fuck all that. What can we work on? Oh shit, I've been thinking about my podcast. Cool, let's change the logo. Oh, I like this logo. Like, cause you can't always focus. Like I said, I can't always focus on one thing. My mind, I want to write the song, but my mind is like, no, nigga, forget about the song. You already got 3 songs that you could release, nigga. Focus on the podcast. You haven't done that in a while. Oh, okay. And you know, like, shit becomes crazy, fool. Like, so I try not to be like, no, it gotta come out, cause it's whack. So you gotta focus on something. Or me, I gotta focus on something else, man. Like,
I feel it, bro.
But see, yeah, fool, definitely.
It's amazing how structured you are, though. Like, when it isn't like dividing your like creative like energy, because you have like so much energy, but you know how to kind of like transfer it into like something that's benefiting you and what you like to do. You know, and I feel like a lot of people don't know how to do that.
Okay, that's what we were talking about earlier. If you have writer's block way and you force it, I feel that's you forcing something, and that's what makes you hate what you do now. Because you're no longer having fun, because your mind is not working. Your mind don't want to work at all, right? So that means that you're forcing it away. If you're forcing it, that means that you're not enjoying it. It's like if I was right here not enjoying it, I'm forcing it, fool. Why be here then? Just cut it. But I'm enjoying it, nigga. So it's just so easy, fool. Think about when you're writing a song way, and it's easy. That means that at that moment, your mind is enjoying it, fool. You're enjoying this beat. You're enjoying it. Your mind is loose, nigga. Yes, I like this. And I'm going to keep feeding you shit to write. But when it's blocked, it's like, no, nigga, I don't want to do it right now. So you don't force it, like, because when you come back, you enjoy it, as opposed to like, I don't want to do that song, fool, because I forced it earlier. So you already like mad at that track, nigga, because you forced it. Like, so when you feel like you can't get shit out, that's when you gotta be like, okay, I need a break. Wait, you don't want to force something that you love doing. You don't want to force, like having a bad client. You don't want to have bad clients, so you stop. And it's the same thing with the creativeness way. If you feel that you're forcing it, you gotta leave. Take a break. Okay, I love what I do, nigga, but I do need a break. All right, that shit ain't working right now. Cool, take a break. Maybe it's not the beat, or maybe I need a break. My mind needs to clear up, and then I come back, and now I'm creative again. So that's how I do that shit, fool. Like, in order to stay creative and shit.
Now,
Patience.
Do you record at home, or you got a spot that you?
I got a spot that I go to now.
All right.
Yeah, but to be honest, fool, if I get my shit together, I know I could record, but it's hard for me to write, record, and making sure everything's aligned good, fool. Because I feel like when you're your own judge sometimes, nobody gets to hear it's just you. And think about it, you're you, fool, so you're always gonna like what you do. So what I started, my first mixtape, I did it by myself. I felt frustrated with recording, writing, making sure everything was right. Now the vocals, oh, this is too high, but I don't want to fix it. You start getting frustrated with. So with the album, with the singles, I go to somebody, I write it, I rap it, but nigga, you deal with the editing. Because if not, you get frustrated by the time that you put it out. Nigga, I done heard this shit like 50 million times. I don't like it no more.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, fool, like when you're editing and you gotta go back. You heard the song 1,000 times, but you're tired. By the time the song's out, like, nigga, I done heard this shit all. Nigga, I'm tired. So that's why, fool, I don't edit my own music no more. Because you get frustrated. Because think about it. You heard the hook 70,000 times.
It's like you burn your brain.
So now it's like, nigga, I done heard this shit so much. This shit's a whack ass track, you know?
But
like
somebody who hears it is be like,
that shit's tight,
dope, bro.
But you're just like, I burn myself. That's why I like to write. So what I like to do now, I like to write it, memorize it. So when I go record it away, I do it in like 1 or 2 takes. I don't get to hear it that much. And by the time I put it out, it still feels new way. As opposed to like not memorizing it and doing it. And this was playing it, editing. Oh, damn, this shit whack now. So that's why I try to memorize it, knock it out at once, maybe twice. Oh, this shit is tight, nigga. All right, hey, just edit this, doom. Oh, nigga, this is a banger. Before you put it out, it's still fresh as fuck.
Man, have you ever thought about like while you're chopping up a client, like did you feel like barbering and kind of ignited like that creative like spark for you to just like be and get you in the zone while you're chopping, and then at the same time you're thinking about a song in your head. I know that's happened to like a lot of.
Well, the thing was, I was a rapper before a barber, so I was already kind of creative when I came in this shit. But yeah, fool. Sometimes when I'm chopping up niggas, I'll be like, oh. Sometimes I gotta memorize it. Say it again. So when I'm done chopping them up, write it down. Like, it's just, yeah, fool. Like, you just gotta stay creative. I feel like you just gotta stay creative and testing yourself, Like, like, okay, in my head, this nigga's not talking to me right now. What can I say? I got this. You try to memorize the beat that you got, and you just go on. Okay, that's a beat, and you just start writing in your head. Oh, nigga, this is fire. So when you done, you write it down. Like, that's how I do it, fool. Like, if I don't want to seem disrespectful, oh, I'm not gonna take my phone out because it's gonna seem disrespectful. Memorize it, and then just write it down. Like, yeah, fool. But I just try to stay sharp. Like, even there's times that I go a full week without writing. I'll be like, hey, nigga, you haven't wrote in for a week, nigga. Get back.
That's what it takes, though. That dedication to get back to yourself. It's like kind of like you're thinking of yourself as two different people in the same room.
Right.
But you're on motivation to keep going.
And to answer that way, that's how I look at myself. I'm two people. So when I'm lazy, like, hey, Ches, what the fuck you doing, nigga? Like, nobody's gonna push you, nigga. So I push myself as if I was a second person. Hey, Ches, get the fuck up, nigga. Go write that song. Damn, all right, fuck it, dog. Like, because think about it. Who's gonna want it more than you, Nobody's gonna want you to win more than you, fool. Like, even when people tell you they love you, they might, but they don't want you to win. Like, you want to win, fool. Like, so that's why I always tell myself, like, Chevs, you got to write the song, nigga. Release that single already. Release it, nigga.
I think about it is like sometimes like, like at the takeovers where people are like secretly there to see you like do your show, but there's people that secretly want to see you crash too.
Right. Like, yeah, nigga, I want this nigga to crash so bad. Like,
And it's crazy, man, because LA Takeover has been crazy. They've been trending this year, bro,
right.
Like majorly.
Hitting people and shit.
Yeah, and it's been just a lot of incidents that just kind of like taking out all the fun of like actually going to the takeovers,
But
they still cracking.
Well, wait, try to motivate them. Like, okay, you're shy of what? You do Instagram shots, right? This is the same thing. Like, try to visualize. We're just gonna put it on bigger platforms now, but. And like I said, fool, there's no failure, fool. It's only a failure when you accept it. Jeez. Think about it, dog. Like, it's only a failure if you accept it, dog. What? I put out a single, it only got 11 hits. 100 hits. How is it a fail if that's what I want, my goal?
You know what? I think it was I agree with that terminology 100% because it took some time for me to actually get around to, like if you don't try, you're failing, And
that's failing, right?
And sometimes I was afraid of even just to try, I'd rather just fail than even try.
Try.
Yeah, but I think it came from. I think first grade or second grade there was a choir that we were kind of like 2, 3, 4 classes we're involved in. And the teacher, man, tried to hit the high note because she was, una morenita, so she could sing, bro. She had a voice, and I was like, I wanted to copy that, so I tried to hit that voice in front of everybody.
Right.
And everybody, including the teacher, ended up like kind of like started laughing though. So
also that fucked your shit up.
Yeah, that shit kind of like diminished my little life for a little bit, but then like it was cool, man. Once I found out that people actually like to hear me sing, man. So that kind of gave me some little life.
That's dope. That's dope. That's what I'm telling you, fool. Like, I don't care like who it is, fool. Like, if you with it, fool, get on the track with me, get on the podcast with me. 2 people will get further than 1 person. I feel like your fans will listen to my shit, my fans will listen to your shit. And if you notice, fool, I'm a person that like to promote my shit. I don't care how bad people feel. Like, hey, fool, again, hey, nigga, this is my shit. Like, it's my shit, nigga. Like,
and that's what, honestly, like when I was watching your videos and like your music, bro. Like I said, it's like SBM to my ears.
I like that, yeah.
And like I said, it's definitely inspiring because. It's something that you're a barber just like me, and I'm like, bro, this dude's doing everything that I wish I could do, So it's definitely like inspiring to see you do it, and I just want to say keep doing your thing, man, because like this podcast, these podcasts and the music alone is just everybody else is
Yeah.
gonna see it and feel inspired in the same way. Like, you know, it gets people out their shell sometimes. So
No, like I said, fool, it's only like I feel from here there's only up. Cause think about it, we didn't have a podcast, right? Now we have one. What if there's people like you that are like, fool, I want to do a podcast, but I'm afraid. Nigga, then join us. Like, just join, nigga. Like, that's it. All you gotta do is get in front of the camera, like, and think about how dope this is. You want to make music, I make music. You could get on a track with me. What better way to promote on our own podcast, fool? We can make an intro.
Yeah.
Now our song plays before the podcast. Like, hey, fool, who's that? Nigga, it's us too. Like, we make everything, nigga. Like, see, so I feel like that's so dope, fool. Like, when you got a podcast that you could promote yourself, we could promote our cuts. And I feel like,
and even promote your own ideas to the world, because I feel like genuine minds and you know, think alike.
yeah.
So I feel like sometimes, you know, like, you know, there's gonna be good ideas that, you know, a lot of people haven't even heard of, man. But
oh
like,
shit, what the fuck?
but like one idea could change the whole nation.
Because think about like all of your following way. Let's say you just tell them, hey, I just did a track. I tried it out. A lot of people, wait, whether for negative or positive, they're going to want to be like, hey, let me hear it. Even if they just want to clown, right? Clown you. But I always tell people like, fool, I don't care if you want to just clown me. You giving me the view. So I don't give a fuck what you do with the view, nigga. Like, if you, because think about it. In their head, because they grew up with you, fool, they thinking it's whack, right? Oh, this nigga whack. They just thinking that.
But see, that's the
But when they hear it, hey, nigga, this shit is actually good. Now you fucked them up. Oh, this nigga was creative the whole time when I was thinking, oh, shit. So they got nothing else to do but to give you props, way. You get what I'm saying? So, like I said, there's no failing way. There's only a way up. Because now you fucking people's minds up by letting them know that you're actually good at something that you've been wanting to do. But you were just like shy or afraid. Now you just like, nah, nigga, fuck this. This year we going in, nigga.
Hey, 2022 is...
And, fool, what... You don't even know. What if you have actually 50 people that actually want to hear you sing? Like, no way, on some real shit. I want you to do it, and I'm going to support you. Like, oh, shit. Like, this whole time, you didn't know that you had people really fucking with you, fool. Like, oh, nigga, you did a podcast. I want to get to know you, nigga. So I'm going to go watch that shit, right? Like, so I tell people, fool, like, you never know the impact that you actually affecting way to certain people. Like, some people, fool, some people are never going to accept that they want to get to know who you are, right? But they don't know how to tell you, like, hey, fool, I fuck with you. You're a good barber. I want to get to know you, though. But I don't want to tell them because it's going to sound weird. So now when you start telling people, hey, people, go support the podcast. Oh, shit, nigga. I've been wanting to know about this nigga. I'm going to go listen to it. Like, so now you give people an insight of, like, when this nigga cuts me, he's humble as fuck. But is he like that in real life? So now when they see the interview, oh, this nigga's humble in real life. I fuck with this nigga. Like, so I just feel like you never know what the impact you're gonna cause with until you just let loose with. Like, cause I'm not gonna lie, I'm a shy person, fool. But how I started like not giving the fuck, it was like, hold up. I go and I roast at the barber shop. I clown with people. I talk to people. So why am I gonna be shy to get in front of this camera, just do an Instagram video, talk shit? Nigga, it's the same thing when you get on the mic and when you get on that, you just gotta like block that shit. Like, nigga, fuck that shit. Cause when you write,
the first time I got on the mic, I was like, this shit ain't for me. I heard my voice on the microphone and I was like, oh shit.
Well, cause you don't know what you're doing, right? But then you start realizing, oh, I gotta do this when I'm doing this. Cause in your mind, your voice sounds different.
Yeah.
Than when you let go.
You're like, oh snap, that's how it sounds.
That's not how I sound. Oh shit.
Because
you thought you were singing like fucking Usher, nigga, you know? And when you like hear it, like, oh shit. But it's just a thing of learning where like, okay, right here, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. And then you start learning that you just gotta stick with the same engineer way. Anyway, make that shit go away. So your engineer will make your voice sound even better way. Like, it's just tricks to it, like a haircut.
Yeah.
You might go a little higher, but you know how to blink. It's gonna come out the same. So it's the same when you go in the studio. You might fuck up here, but you stop. And then you do another take way. So it's just, you just gotta learn how to go around it way. So forget about that shyness and just like I said, there's, like I said, fool, there's nothing wrong is gonna happen by you putting out a song out. Nothing but positivity that could come with it, fool. Cause think about it, like you holding on to music, nothing's gonna happen for sure. You already failed, cause you're not even trying. You defeated yourself.
Yeah.
But now you put the song out, you get 20 views when you never made a song before. That's already like, damn, that's 20 people that, fuck, what can I do? I gotta make another song or promote the shit for a whole month, nigga. Then you watch it get to 100, 200, 300. Oh, nigga, cool. And you make another song. And then people, it's funny how it'll work where people tell you, hey, fool, I like that song more than that one. But your favorite song will not be their favorite.
It's probably not even.
And it's like, what? Like, I got a song called Perfect Sex. People, fool, I never promoted that song. And somehow that song on Apple Music has more views than all my other shit that I promote. And I'm like, oh, shit. So people want to hear me talk about girls, like just lovey-dovey shit. I guess that's my voice. Like, because sometimes you don't want to accept that that's your language. You want to talk that swag shit, that club shit. But people are like, hey, fool, your voice goes more with that. And you start listening to it like, damn, I'm a smooth nigga. Like, you know, like, because, you know. So I've been wanting to turn into that lane, but I'm just a nigga that like to talk shit, fool. I just like to talk shit. So I do what I enjoy. But also you gotta remember, like, but why not do something that people tell you you're good at? Fuck it, let me do it. So yeah, fool, let's just make this music shit. Let's start making this podcast. Last question before we leave, wait. What are you trying to do, like, in the next year? What are your goals, wait? What is it that you're trying to do?
Kind of like a New Year's resolution thing. Well, definitely try to. I'm getting into different lanes, man. And I got this project that I've been working on since the last 2 to 3 years, actually. I got one in Mexico and then another little project that I've been starting up over here, you know.
Okay.
It's trying to go hand in hand, you know. It's just, this year was definitely kind of cutting off a lot of people in my life that were kind of taking away from me, mostly than kind of like adding
more than gaining and shit.
Yeah, so this year I definitely, it's just me, myself, and I, you know. It's definitely good. It's a good start. It's a good year, man. And I definitely cut off a lot of weight. So this year I'm just gonna go full throttle on all my projects, man. It's a little hard, but I've been doing it mostly by myself, you know. And I've been doing pretty fine, you know. Now I don't have all the extra weight to people's opinions and like their criticism or what their ideas should be with what I should do. Now I'm going full throttle this year, man.
As you should. I always tell people you gotta love yourself above all, fool.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly, man. And that's one thing I kind of learned this year, man. You know, I don't need anybody's approval.
As long as you like it, just go full throttle, fool.
Yeah. I mean, definitely, I don't need anybody's approval, man. That's one thing I learned, man, because I think it's just, I lost my little train of thought. But I feel like definitely, man, this year is definitely about going through the doors that we've been
going full throttle.
And going full throttle, you know?
Nah, that's dope, fool. That's dope.
I mean, but I want to hear about you too, man. Like, my bad, I'm the interview, right?
That's all good. You can ask questions too, though.
No, my bad.
But the next episode, this is over.
What are your plans for the podcast this year?
Fool, to be honest with the podcast, I've been, like I said, this nigga's the one that interviewed me outside in that car.
I seen.
And like I said, for 3 years, fool, I've been podcast. So this year, what I want to do, I want to give props to all the people that I feel that are doing good, but they don't get props. Barbers. I feel like I want to get good barbers, fool. Hopefully we could get good barbers. Even upcoming artists, fool, like fools that are sounding around in Compton, LA, whatever, fool. People that we could get. That's what the goals are for the podcast. And to promote people, like get sponsors. I want to get sponsors on the podcast, dog. Like, you know, like, so I have big plans, I just want them to work. Like I said, once we start getting a buzz, I think everything that I have, it will be dope. Because think about it, now people will come up to their bar like, hey, nigga, I saw your interview. It's dope. I didn't know you went through this. Like, so it gives people a different opinion of, like, you didn't go through shit. You got everything from your parents. And you find out, like, oh, this nigga got it from zero. Oh, shit. Like, so I wanna push that, fool. I want to the podcast, I want to promote our music so people can start listening, basically putting it in their face like, nigga, listen to my shit.
That's right.
That, sponsors, getting great people that we enjoy probably talking to, people that we look up to but get no credit for what they do. Yeah, fool. So like just putting people that get no credit but I look up to on the podcast, fool, and just like creating a buzz like, hey, you know fucking Ernie and Chefs, them niggas interview niggas that is doing their thing but don't get no props. And they're creating a buzz. Like now instead of just being known for barbers, these niggas are known for being the podcast. Like, and I'm good with that. Fuck it. Like if you see me as that, that's dope. Cause that's the lane that I enjoy, fool. I enjoy conversations, fool. Like
and real authentic.
Yeah, fool, cause
authenticity.
Think about other people that have great ass stories and you don't know because you so, oh, this was not a celeb, so I don't want to know. This nigga probably has a crazy dope ass story that you might look at that fool different. Like, damn, dog. Like, hey, fool, I even respect you more now. You know, like, fools that got it from the mud, fool, like, crazy shit. So, like, so I feel like a bunch of this shit, fool, we gonna make it. I just feel like we gonna make it work, dog, because.
Hey, man, mutual, dog.
Yeah.
This interview been. Like honestly, like really great conversation. Is like I feel it feels like 15 minutes, but I'm pretty sure it's been more.
Yeah, it's been more. But see, and that's when it's natural way, when you don't force it, when it feels this so short, but you know it's been going on for a while. But that's when it's natural way. But any last words you want to say before we bounce, fool?
Man, well, definitely thank you for the opportunity to be on your podcast, man. Like this interview has been it's been an eye opener because I definitely got to see your points and. Like everything that that we resonate. So.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you what my boy told me, fool. There's no luck in this shit.
There's no luck in this bitch, nigga.
You just happened to tell me you wanted to do something, and I'm doing it, nigga. Why not join? Nigga, you know, like, nigga, come on, nigga, join the club. So that's why, like, I always tell people just talk with. Tell people what you feel, and look. You told me you wanted a podcast, nigga, join. You told me you make music, nigga, let's make music. So, yeah, fool, I don't feel there's no luck in shit. Like, just don't be shy to tell people what you feel, and it might go your way, fool. Like, you know, like, now I feel like our journey is to, like, find barbers that we look up to, try to get them an interview so we could big them up, and people could give them their props. You know, so
most definitely.
So that's what's up, fool. And I appreciate you even telling me that, so I can give you the like, hey, what's up, nigga? Joy, you know, like, we're two barbers that we could conversate about real shit that happens at a barbershop. We don't gotta, maybe no, nigga, this is what really happens at the barbershop. We know, we've been in the game for years, you know. So that's what I feel like we should do, fool. Focus on interviewing barbers. And we gonna take off, nigga, you know, like, so.
Hey, 2022 is our year, man.
Hey, for sure, fool. Ahí estamos, güey. Shout out to my boy Ernie for coming through. Next episode, we're probably gonna have another barber. Enjoy. We out.